Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a fully adorable couple in love that loves reacting to some Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes, we do.
So this is episode number 13 that we're checking out today. And you can get our full reactions to this over on Patreon. Links in the description on this video, where you also find a link for all of our Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reactions in a playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
To think you saw it and managed to survive. I doubt you even know how impressive that is. I can't accept the decision you made. You're expelled.
Just kidding.
But teacher...
Well,
We're not.
the trains are still running. Get on one.
Ooh. Okay. Actions have consequences. Beasts of Dublith.
Feel free to drop by if you're ever in town.
I'm not so sure about that.
You idiots! You're so busy pouting you can't see what your expulsion means. You aren't her students anymore, so now you're finally free to speak to Izumi as equals.
We're heading back there right now.
Don't let her kill you.
Sound advice as she sharpens her blade.
Yeah.
Teacher?
Don't call her teacher.
What the hell are you doing coming back here? I do not teach scum like you.
Ooh.
We came to you because we're trying to find a way to get our bodies back.
And we won't leave without your help.
Get out now!
We're staying!
They're stubborn. Like you.
You idiots. Al, you didn't see the truth, did you?
No.
You must have lost your memory from the shock. We need to get Al's memory back. His entire body was taken from him.
We only exchanged parts of our bodies for what we saw. But Al paid the toll with his entire physical being. He must have seen more of the truth than either of us did.
Then we'll know how to get our bodies back?
Not necessarily.
Ping.
What, is it something bad?
No, it's more like
Awful. Horrifying.
it could drive you insane.
Or even leave you brain dead.
Oh, great. Can't wait to relive those memories.
If there's a chance that it can help us, then I want to do it.
Bray it
All
out.
right. I have an acquaintance that might know a way to retrieve your memory for you. Let's eat dinner first. Give me a hand.
She gonna throw up blood again.
He's able to transmute human souls.
Can she fix your tail? Like why you have one?
There's only 1 week left until the big transfer, huh?
Yes, sir.
You brought a little color to this dreary desert.
I'm boring compared to some of the stories I've heard about you.
Well, all of your hard work has made my life easier.
And I feel like I've grown as an officer, thanks to the variety of work you've allowed me to take on.
They're so complimentary of each other.
Checkmate.
Ah,
It took me long enough to beat you.
you can consider that my going away gift.
If you're in a gift-giving mood, there's something else I'd like. Master Sergeant Kane Fury, Warrant Officer Vato Fallman, Second Lieutenant Hymens Breda, Second Lieutenant Jean Havoc, First Lieutenant Riza Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Great name.
Transferring to Central with me. And no objections. Understood.
Aye, sir.
I've got a problem, sir. See, I just started dating this girl and I really like her.
Dump her.
I've got a problem, mister.
Dude, what are you lifting? That is the jankiest, like, dumbbell I think I've ever seen.
This is whatever he can. It's just rocks.
Doesn't it look like a caveman's dumbbell?
Well, there's no Crunch Fitness out by him.
I'm glad that you're well. I was informed that you've been targeting state alchemists for execution. A state alchemist is responsible for the burning of our village and the death of our loved ones.
But not all of them.
Vengeance will only sow the seeds of further violence. What you're doing is senseless revenge. You must end this cycle once and for all.
Anybody home? Would you look at that?
Wise advice.
He's got the scar and everything.
Looks like you got yourself a deal. We'll split the bounty 3 ways with you.
Yoki, how could you do something like this?
We took you in and treated you like family when you had nowhere else to go.
Just shut up. I never even wanted anything to do with you, Ishvalens. You lost your war, but I'll rise again. And I'll use my power to annihilate Edward Elric.
It's obvious that I'll only bring more trouble if I stay here.
Well, thanks for making this easy, pal.
No, yeah.
What you do?
It's not gonna be easy. He's gonna do.
Pray to God.
You should be the one praying, freak!
Oh!
No, wait.
Like, did you not see what he did to your friend?
Please, I'm begging you to spare my life.
I'll do anything.
So you're leaving then? Your brother would be sad.
So who cares?
Still, it's too late to turn back now.
It's never too late. Walk a different path. Sweep this up.
He's here.
Why would you go alone, Al?
We know your secret. Meet us at the Devil's Nest if you want to talk. I'm guessing you're the people that wrote this note.
And we know a lot about you.
Well, that's good.
Why don't you come with us?
But my teacher always said I'm not supposed to go with strangers.
Smart.
You gotta act like an adult and start taking some risks.
You think so? I should think for myself?
Yes, and you can start by coming with...
Nice.
And I decided that I should just make you tell me what I want to know.
Hell yeah, Al. Oh!
Sorry to drop in.
You're inside me?
Hey, be a good boy and hold stiff.
Oh no.
Having someone control you from inside. All I'm trying to do is slow you down a little.
For my turn.
You people aren't human, are you?
Good guess. They're chimeras, and they happen to work for me.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, Beto, Martel.
You're actually hollow. The name's Greed, and I want to be your friend.
Greed. One of the sins.
It's impossible. No one's made a chimera that can talk.
You can't believe everything the government tells you, kid. You got all the proof you need right inside you. The girl in there is part snake, and this big guy here, cow.
Yeah.
We've also got a lizard and a crocodile, and the little runt you took down earlier tends to lift his leg when he pees.
Only once!
You're part dog?
Yep, it's really not so bad.
I don't believe it. It's not possible. Who would even be capable of creating one?
The military.
Are you saying?
You got it. There's a shadow world beneath yours that's jam-packed with the impossible. Hell, I'm more uncommon than they are. I'm a homunculus.
A homunculus?
You know what that means, right?
No.
I'm an artificially created human.
Huh.
It's a person made from alchemy.
But doesn't that book say you're not supposed to try and make people?
Yeah.
A homunculus is just a theory. Nobody's made one.
Yes, I gotta prove it.
Oh!
Why'd you do that to him?
To prove it. Holy crap. Cool regenerative powers. Smarts every time.
That's one time I've died. I'm a little surprised you would have such a hard time accepting that, considering you're just a soul in a suit of armor.
He's got a point.
I'm more interested in hearing what it's like to have a body that'll never die and bound to an object. It sounds like that's the perfect recipe for immortality to me. See, I'm Greed. I want everything you can...
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you already immortal?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was put together a little sturdier. I am nearly 200 years old.
Damn.
Told you my darkest secret. Now it's your turn. How'd you get your body?
I wish I could tell you. That would mean I actually remember how I got it. But even if I could, I'm not the one who did the transmutation.
I'll just ask the person who did.
They already know.
Tall suit of armor run off to.
I'd be happy to tell you where you could find it. But first, you tell me what his secret is.
Brother, this guy's a homunculus.
Are you serious? Way to ruin it.
Get some leads from him on how to get our original bodies back.
An Ouroboros tattoo. Aren't you observant? I was hoping that I'd only have to deal with the little armored giant.
Why don't you just ask your partners whatever you want to know? The rest of the Ouroboros gang from the 5th lab.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple of armor-bonded souls with them as well.
You don't say. Well, it's kind of a long story, but we don't talk much anymore.
Because you double cross him?
You're pretty desperate to get your bodies back, right? Because I can teach you how to fabricate your own homunculus in no time at all. In return, all I ask is you teach me how to transmute a soul. Classic equivalent exchange. But I really don't understand why you would want your other body back. Seems like you've got one that's perfect already.
No, I don't!
That's enough. Shut your damned...
Uh-oh.
You don't know anything about the hell he's had to go through stuck with that body. And you want to know how to transmute a soul? You kidnapped my brother and you want to trade secrets with me? In other words, there won't be an exchange with you?
Okay. That's how you really feel.
I guess we're...
This slow clap.
Don't kill him, all right?
Yeah.
Block his middle arm. Ooh, or
You're
that.
a lot slower than a prisoner, I know. Next.
Roa, get the armored kid out of here. Guess we'll dismantle him.
Right.
Hey, hold on!
Drop him!
Is he gonna change?
Sorry, that little hand sword of yours is kind of neat, but it can't even scratch my ultimate shield.
Bark, we don't move.
Guard your head next time.
That move would have hospitalized most people.
But you're not like most people, huh?
Oh, you're one of those guys. You don't care if somebody beats the crap out of you, but if someone lays a finger on a family member, you completely freak out. You lose your temper like this, and you're gonna lose my information and your brother.
My brother's fine. He's just waiting for me to kick your ass. You've already told us you're not immortal, remember? And your ultimate shield doesn't cover much.
Sorry to let you down, but I've been holding back.
Yep.
This obscures my handsome face, so I try not to wear it that much.
Cool.
I wasn't kidding, kid.
Thought I get to see him.
Try all you like, but you're not gonna beat me.
I found this lying in the alley.
Then you're saying they're both missing?
Those idiots! They can't even sweep the street without getting into trouble.
Here, catch. A friend of mine noticed a short blonde-haired kid heading into a bar called the Devil's Nest.
Ooh, not looking so good. Greed kicking your ass.
You dead yet? There you go. You're chock full of piss and vinegar.
You have no idea.
Appreciate the effort, but you just can't win. So, are you ready to tell me your secret now?
Thanks for toying with me.
What?
You gave me just enough time to cool off and start thinking clearly.
He broke it.
Good as new.
Let's dance.
What was that for? Come on again? Try a new one.
Oh.
Oof.
What the hell did you do to my shield?
You may be a homunculus, but you really shouldn't have told me that your body is human, considering that means a third of it is made of carbon. The hardness of carbon varies depending on how the atoms are arranged, so it's obvious that's what your shield is made of. Once I got that figured out, the rest is simple alchemy.
And there's one other important thing I noticed. You can't harden your shield and heal at the same time.
I think that it's safe to say that I underestimated you.
Yep, definitely.
But how much longer can you keep this up in your condition?
Long enough for Al.
Sorry to barge in.
Ooh.
Teacher?
You damn imbecile! You think it's funny not to put the broom away? I asked you a question.
No, I'm so sorry. Careful, he's a...
Yes, I know. I could hear the two of you all the way down the hall.
Oh, give me a break. Don't tell me you're gonna try and start anything, lady. It's no fun fighting a woman.
You.
Ooh.
Well now, just what the hell are you?
A woman.
You asked what I am.
A housewife.
Okay, definitely didn't think it was a housewife that she said. That was
No.
amazing. That was
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool. So we got Greed, and kind of the last piece of the puzzle in the opening sequence. I'd wondered about him. We thought maybe I thought might have been the guy like in the in prison, but like I still think that like the guy in the prison might be like the head of it all. So they're all now we got what they were. They're all homunculuses. So I guess they were all created by the government,
But with human bodies.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just trippy to see him lose his head in that. I mean, whoa.
Yeah, definitely. And I love the part with Al talking about how it's like, oh, I get to make my own decisions finally? Really? Wow. He kicks ass. I've decided I'm going to force you to tell me.
That was
Great move.
One of Al's like best moments in terms of badass status. Because he often doesn't get the badass status next to Ed. Ed is the badass.
Mhm.
Ed is more the strategist, more take charge, and Al's usually following him. And Al's like the sweet boy. Like he's just the sweet younger brother.
Yep.
So he doesn't get a lot of the badass moves. That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was. That was a great move, great line. And cool getting like more of what's going on in this world. We got some more answers here. So the teacher Azumi also is a lot of fun. I mean, like throwing the knife right at Ed's head as he comes in there, and like the Medusa kind of like hair when she was flipping out. I'm a housewife.
Yeah, she's a great character. I mean, like you can they started our journey with her which was by showing us her nurturing side towards the boys.
Yeah.
Building empathy for her, just in terms of like being their teacher,
Getting
being
sick, yeah.
a sort of like a pseudo family for Ed and Al. And then taking that even one step further to kind of show us the tragedy that she's gone through and like how she handled transmutation in that time. So like even more so we're like, oh my God, like whereas like nobody else kind of understands this.
Yeah.
You actually might be able to kind of understand what Ed and Al are going through. So they gave us a great first episode of her. And not that she wasn't a badass in that, but like this just giving a lot more of her strength in this one. Like if they started with this episode with just pure strength, I think it would have been, it probably wouldn't have hit as hard for us. It would be more like, oh, well, we're watching a show where there are people with incredible powers and here's a strong person with incredible powers who taught them. Like seems very on brand for what we would expect. And it also might have made her a little off-putting, especially with all of the like crazy Medusa shots when she goes a bit mental.
Yeah.
But because we met her in that empathetic way first, now seeing her strength, we can just appreciate the strength that she brings to the table and the force that she is to be reckoned with. And we're already on board with her because we like her. So,
and just how much Ed loves Al. Not that we already know that, but just like how protective and like not that we didn't know they wasn't so super protective of Al, but like just to actually like see it in action, like when he's talking about how lucky Al is to be in his pseudo armor and not have a body and everything like that. And man, Ed lose it at that. And yeah, that was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, Greed is a bit of an interesting character to bring into the mix, like between lust and envy and gluttony. Greed is the smartass. Like when he first showed up, I kind of wondered, I was like, oh, is he gonna be one of them? I was like, but who'd he be? And my brain went to Pride. Because like with the shades and everything, I was like, oh, he just carries himself with a certain air. That's what I thought at first. And then when it turned out to be Greed, I thought, okay, I could buy that as a different sin that would be personified in much of a similar way to Greed, because like the materialism of looking cool would fit with that. But he's a smartass. And that's a different element to the villain group. So I'm curious to see more of them. And he said he doesn't really get on with them so much anymore. So what happened?
Well, he's Greed, so he doesn't really play well with others, and he's always going to go after his own ambition, his own wants and needs, and he's gonna be greedy. And like it feels as though envy and gluttony and lust serve a higher power, which like their master is. Like they serve like it's like they have like a bigger end goal or whatever, whereas Greed just wants like whatever to live forever and to amass a bunch of wealth, like just to very selfish purposes. And so like I'm curious, I want like more of the backstory and what actually happened with them, but it's got to be like that Greed got greedy.
So my brain went to it being Greed's fault as well, because that just feels obvious. But then I also wonder if perhaps it wasn't his fault, whatever happened between them.
That'd be curious. Yeah.
That would just be an interesting,
zag.
unexpected. Yeah, the zag.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Fullmetal Alchemist, but you keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.